Okay, welcome back to another NRG on our Irem's classic R-Type. Another R-Type video on the Novabug channel. Oh yes, but this time it's with a difference because for the first time I'm bringing you an MSX game. Oh, the good old MSX. The long forgotten MSX, but held fondly in the hearts of many, many fans. I don't think this version of R-Type, however, is. So where should we start? Well, I'll tell you what, we'll start on the positives, or with the details. 1988 this came out, so a year after the original arcade release, and I believe it was actually published by Irem themselves on the MSX. And also, I think the MSX2 version uses its extended colour palette to maybe make the colours better on a few stages. Don't hold me to that, I'm not a... I don't profess myself to be an official expert of the MSX, but this is coming from fans. I'm certainly not an expert at the game because I've just died badly there at one of the butterfly enemies. That was terrible. But there's a reason. And as you can see, well... let's get on to that scrolling in a minute, shall we? And just focus on the positives. Positives, very nice colour palette. I do like the way it's very bright and garish. Giving it a good effort there. And design of the R9. It's a little bit small, isn't it? And so is the Force, very small. In fact, the enemies look massive compared to the R9 in this. There's certainly massive variance between versions of R-Type when you see the sprite sizes. I mean, I think the Spectrum version is probably closer to the arcade in actually balancing the sprite sizes out. And there you go, Spectrum fans. I bet you're having a whoop-de-doo about that, about me saying that. But like I say, the ST version makes the sprites too big, and the Amiga version is inconsistent with its sprite size as well. And again, we have very tiny ship here, R9 ship. But we do have some nice enemies. I mean, them enemies there, they're rather the motorcycle enemies, sometimes we're called. They look quite nice, apart from their absolutely dreadful frame rate and animation cycles. Terrible. Then just jerk all over the place. Well, you had your pun there. But the biggest problem, as we can see, is this absolutely terrible snail's pace of a bloody scroll. It's awful. Oh, and it just got worse. Is the caterpillar supposed to be moving there? That is terrible. Oh, sorry MSX fans, that is absolutely abysmal. I really think they should have gone for a monochrome look. Instead of all the colours, it seems to be dragging it down to an absolute snail's pace, and we are so slow as we go through this. And funnily enough, some of the bullets that shoot at you are ridiculously fast. I don't know how the hell that happens. But I must admit, the reflective lasers are actually very nice. They seem to be moving very well. How does that happen? Well, your ship is actually moving quite well, quite smooth and fluid. It is slow, but smooth and fluid, but, you know, what was that geezer doing before the scissors? That's weird. That enemy doesn't normally appear there. Well, there you go. Oh, see, look at the size of them ring lasers. Absolutely huge. But again, they're nicely implemented. I do like that. So why is the scrolling so bad? And why is the frame rate so bad? And why is the animation so poor? Let's get to Doc Keratops and see what he's got in store for us. A little bit of flicker there with the pit. So that's revolving really nicely and smoothly, but the bullets are just glitching in and out there. A little bit of flicker and flickering there on that red guy. I mean, it does look like R-Type, and it has the same sort of level layout as R-Type, so it's faithful in that way. And the music is pretty nice, I suppose, a little bit tinny, but pretty good for the MSX. I don't like the sound effect come from the standard laser. I don't know why it does that. That's all. Hello, what's going on here? Oh, bloody hell. It's just appeared. It took ages, that. And big eyeballs, they're big. We'll just blow them up, they're like bubbles. Actually, he don't look too bad, drawn pretty well. Oh my god, his face and his body is black and white. Oh, he doesn't take much to kill either. Yeah, I didn't do anything there. I was basically just shooting away and managed to kill him. Didn't even shoot off my Force into his belly or prime up me wave cannon. I don't know. Well, okay, that was weird. Oh, right. Okay, yeah. Of course, with more graphic detail in the background and the foreground, it pronounces the scrolling even worse. Look at the size of those eyeball tadpole aliens. They are huge. Oh, and there's a little bit of yes, I can see the clash there on the background. I can see what's happening there. The weapons, when you're shooting the weapons, they're replacing the colour on the background. I imagine that's going to be pretty bad when we get the reflective laser, and the enemies doing that as well. Let's have a look. Oh dear, yeah, of course. So yeah, the background graphic information is being completely removed when you shoot a weapon. So layering issues there. I don't know whether that could have been done better. I don't profess to be an MSX coder or anything. I mean the sprite seems to be fine, as does the pit. A little bit of a glitch there. But look at this, see the inconsistency in the sprite size. Massive enemy sprites, tiny little R9 fighter. The pit is huge. I mean the pit's almost the size of the R9 craft itself. And that you've got to contend with this absolutely methodic, plodding, so slow scrolling. You've got to have patience with it. It's almost like I want to go too fast, but you can't because the game just doesn't let you go that too fast. A little laser there trapped. He was for ages. Let's have a look at the snake for Gomander. This is going to be interesting. That seemed to be over really quickly, by the way. I think that level was certainly shortened. Yeah, it definitely was shortened. Because we're going into the snake bit now, which seems to, again, be taking ages to get there. And very little of them little tadpole aliens. Normally there's more of them, but they came at me straight away, and they don't normally do that. Not in the arcade version or many other versions, anyway. So it's veering away from the level layout and the attack patterns of the original here. So I suppose it's just compensating for what the MSX can do. Again, I do like the colours though. I do like the colours. If the slight bit of glitching there and a little bit of flicker, just a tad. Oh, get out of the way! See, his movement is so jerky. I'm not quite certain to where he's actually going to go. Big space of nothing there before we get to the command of the heart. Horrible colours used on that as well. Nice colours used everywhere else, but really nasty colours used on Gomander. Oh, and he's going over the heart. That doesn't normally happen either. Yeah, I suppose you could say it is an admirable attempt on the MSX, but unfortunately it really falls flat, and of course the sprite count is off the scale there. Flicker all over the place. Not as bad as the obviously awful clone Magic Dragon on the NES, but it's not the greatest, and probably I would say, whoa, get out of the way. Probably I would argue maybe the worst port of R-Type I have played, official port of R-Type I've played, which is a pity. I thought the MSX might have done it a little bit better here. I think they've just gone for graphics over finesse more. Ruined by the movement, ruined by this dodgy hit detection there as well. Am I going to survive that? I did survive that, wow. But the movement of the weapons and the movement of the animation of your craft, even though it's tiny, it's actually quite smooth and nice. This guy's taking ages to die, so that's good. Level 1 boss died instantly, and Gomander's taken ages to die. Am I actually hitting him? We'll find out now. I'm in the right position. I don't even know if I'm hitting him. A pity. A big pity. Maybe they should have gone monochrome, or at least toned down the amount of colours to get the scrolling more smooth, and you know, at least the music's not bad. Bit tinny, but not bad. The effects are a bit overbearing for me myself, but there we go. Come on, die, Gomander, die. He's dead. Oh, he died straight away. But anyway, that's R-Type on the MSX. Goodness me. Cheers. Novabug out.